Okay, then today our discussion is about continuous probability distribution. In previous sessions, we had a discussion about discrete probability distribution, where we learned how to calculate probability related to discrete random variable. Today, our discussion is about continuous distribution, which you can use to calculate probability related to continuous random variable. Okay, let's say as example, marks is a continuous random variable. Let's say in a group of students, average marks is, let's say, 55. Then let's say standard deviation is 10. Now, based on these two informations, you can calculate what is the probability that if you select a student, he has marks, let's say, greater than 65, or maybe less than 65. If the A pass is given above 75, then what is the probability that a student get A pass? These type of probabilities you can calculate after learning this chapter. Now these are the learning objectives. Then example for continuous random variable is a variable that can assume any value, continue. Thickness of an item, time required to complete a task, temperature of a solution, height in inches. These are we call continuous random variables. Then we can assume the continuous random variable is distributed bell shape. Earlier we learned what is the shape of distribution. Some continuous distributions are bell-shaped distribution. If the distribution is bell-shaped, mean, median, mode are equal. And it is symmetrical. That means if you divide it to two, both sections are identical. Okay. Then the location is determined by the mean. Mean is here. Okay. Mean is here. Then the distribution is around the mean location. Now let's say if mean increase, then what will happen to the distribution? the distribution shift to the right. If mean decrease, then distribution may shift to the left. Then the spread is determined by standard deviation. This is standard deviation. Then this is spread from here to here. Let's say if the standard deviation decrease, then what will happen to the curve? The spread may be like this. Then the random variable has infinity theoretical range. That means the variable may have value from minus infinity to plus infinity. It may have any value between minus infinity to plus infinity. Then this is the probability density function. For the distribution of x, using this formula, we can calculate probability. But when you are doing some calculation, actually you don't need to use this formula, because from the table you can get the probabilities. Then the shape, normal distribution shape, changing mean, shift the distribution left to right, as I explained earlier. If mean decrease, then the distribution will shift to the left. If mean increase, the distribution will shift to the right. Okay, then, and this shows actually distribution related to marks. This is from SPSS software. Then the standardized normal distribution. Any normal distribution with any mean and standard deviation can be transformed into the standardized normal distribution. Any normal distribution can be transformed into standardized normal distribution. Then how to transform? That means we can convert x value into z value. Then it is we call standardized normal distribution. In the standardized normal distribution, mean is 0, standard deviation is 1. Now this is the formula you can use to calculate z value. Z is equal value of x, population mean divided by standard deviation. Then for the Z distribution, the probability density function is this. Then in the Z distribution, we have Z value here, then Fz mean is 0. Now let's say as example, please write down this one. Let's assume mean is 50, standard deviation is 5. Then the Z is equal x minus mean divided by standard deviation. Then the mean is given, standard deviation also given. Then what is the Z value here? What is the Z value here? Let's say A, B, C. Then I will give 2-3 minutes. Then you can send your answer into chat box saying A equal, B equal, C equal. The value for A, B, C. Please send your answer into chat box quickly. Just send your answer. What is the Z value here? Yes, we received A is -2, B is 0. Yes. How about the C? C is 2. Yes. Thank you. Then A is -2. -2. 0. This is 2. Then the Z distribution is like this, similar to the. Then here is Z. Now here FPZ. Here X. Here Fx. Then now you can realize values above the mean have positive Z value. Is it correct? Whose mean value is 50. Any value above 50, all Z values are plus. Any value below Z, below mean, Z values are minus. And mean value of Z is equal to 0. mean value of z is equal to 0. I hope you got the point. Then this shows the z distribution. Okay, please see this example. If x is distributed normally with mean 100 and standard deviation 50, the z value for x equal to 100. If x is distributed normally with mean 100 and standard deviation 50, z value for 200 is 2. Now z2 says that 200 is 2 standard deviation above mean. 2 standard deviation above mean. Because mean is 100. Then the 200 mean above 100. 100 is the mean. If you add another 100 to mean, you have a 200. That means this difference is, we can say, 2 standard deviation. What is the standard deviation? 50. Then the 2 standard deviation. Okay. Then we can do quickly another example. Calculate the z value when x equal 150. When x equal 50. Then if the x equal 150, the z value become 1. If the x equal 50, z value become minus 1. Now this shows z distribution and x distribution. Now as I drew earlier, now let's say this is the distribution of x. Here 100, here 200. Then the z distribution, this is 0, this is 2. Then if you take another value here, let's say.
Excuse me, sir. We can't see what you're drawing.
Hello. Yes. Can
So-
you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can't see.
What you are telling. I assume you have a different screen, but the example is still shared with us.
I can't hear you.
No, sir, we can't see what you are drawing, sir. We can only see the PPT.
You can't see it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now can you see it?
Yes, sir. Now can. Thank you.
Then my drawing, can you see now?
Yes, sir. Can see now.
Then here 100, then is the X, is the Z. Here 0. 200, Z is 2. Let's say 50, Z is minus 1. Z is minus 1. Then in the Z distribution, mean is 0. And always standard deviation is 1. Okay, is it clear up to this point? Now I'm moving to a very important section where I'm going to introduce normal distribution table, and how to read probability from the table. Now if you take this curve or this chart, this is the X and this is the Fx. Now let's say you want to see what is the probability that value of X is greater than or equal A and less than or equal B. Then the probability is this shaded area. Probability is this shaded area. X is greater than A, greater than or equal A, and less than or equal B. It is same as greater than A and less than B. Then in X distribution, the probability under this curve, is equal to 1. It is equal to 1. And also the probability related to one area, that means this side is 0.5 and here also 0.5. Okay, then I think I have shared with you some tables. Then the normal distribution table also there. However, I can share it with you again. Please check whether you have access for normal distribution table in chat box. The table is in the chat box, and also you can see it in my computer. Please read these given information. Okay, this is the Z distribution table which you can use to calculate probabilities. Now you can see these given information. AZ is the integral of standardized normal distribution from minus infinity to Z. That means this highlighted area is the AZ, is the probability area under this curve where value of Z is less than Z. Okay, value of Z is less than Z. Let's say as example, if I say Z value is 0, what is the probability that Z is greater than 0? Then how to find this? Then you can see 0 is here. Then the greater than, let's say as a simple way, this is, let's say less than. That means this area. The area under this curve is 1. If the area under this curve is 1, what is the probability of this part? It is 0.50. 0.50. Then how to get answer from this table? To read the Z value, you need Z value with 2 decimal points. 0 mean you will have to take 0.0. Then how to read it? First 2 values from first column. Then the last value from first column, the first 2 digit or 2 numbers from first row. And here first column. Then answer is this. Answer is this. Okay, then here I'm going to write some Z values. Okay, please try to find probability related to these Z values. I'll do the first one. The Z is equal 1.02. 1.02. Then you will have to search 1 here, 0, 2. This is the value. 0.02. Answer is this. Please find Z value for these figures. Yes, this one. Please send your answer into chat box quickly. Just send your answer into chat box. Yes, I can see a few answers. One says that first one. I think Z equal 0.8461. Yes. Yes, I think answers are correct. Then the first one I show, in the second one also I can show. Then the second one is at equal to 2 mean 2.00. Then 2.09. 2.09. 2.09. 2.0. 2.09. Answer is this. Like this, I think you can find the answers. That is, if you take this one, 2.09, it is something like this. .09. Then the probability of this area is 0.987. Okay, then I'm going to ask you another task for you. Let's say here Z value is 1.02. Let's say this is A, this is B. A mean probability. Z value is less than 1.02. B mean probability that Z value is greater than 1.02. What is the probability related to area A and area B? Yes, who can explain? What is the probability related to area A and area B? Probability less than Z value 1.02. What is the answer? Yes. What is the answer? One 1.02. 1.0. 1.02 is the answer. And this shows probability related to this area. Less than 0.12 or probability of A. What is the probability of B? Yes, come on. Probability of B?
1 minus 0.8461.
Yes, 1 minus 0.8461. 1 minus 8461 is the answer. Okay, then I'm going to give another exercise for you. In first one, I will go This is minus 2.81. Greater than minus 2.81, less than plus 2.81. Then you will have to draw the diagram. This is minus 2.81. This is the plus 2.81. Then what is the probability in this area? Please try to find the answer. Then another one. P minus 0.51 greater than Z less than 0. That means this area. Next one. This area. Here value is, let's say, 0.51. Please try to find answer for these three. This one, and this, and this. How to find answer for this one? Yes. .81. Yes, who can explain the answer? Hello. Yes, what is the answer for this one? Then if you read 2.81, 2 point. This is the value, no? 2.81. This is the 2.81. Then when you read 2.81, you have probability related to this area, including this part. But you want to find probability related to this area. Shall I draw another one here? Then it may be clear to you. Then we have here A, C, and B. We want to find probability related to area B, that means this area. When you read 2.81, your answer this is equal to A plus B. Then now you want to remove A. How to find value for A? Any answer? How to find value for A?
1 minus C.
Yes. Value of A. Any answer?
1 minus C.
1 minus C. Then if you take A plus B plus C, it should be equal to 1. Because area under this curve is equal to 1. And since this curve is symmetrical, you can see A and C are equal. Because here value is 2.81 minus, here value is 2.81 plus. Then the area A is equal to area C. Then area B, now we can find. A and B is 0.9975. Then you can take 1 minus 0.9975 is the area C. Then this value you can subtract from 0.9975. Then you can see the value for this part. This is clear? Hello, did you got the point?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer for this one? And this one, let's say first we can work out this one. (0.51). Then let's say B, C. What is the probability of area B? Just who can explain the answer? Area B. Yes. If you read 0.51, what is the answer? Zero 0.51. Answer is this. 0.6950. It shows actually probability related to this area. That means A plus B. Now you want to find only B. Then what you can say about A? What is the probability area A? This value is 0. Then the probability of area A?
0.5.
Yes, 0.5. 0.5. Because the curve is symmetrical, then 0 is the mean, then this one is. Then if you subtract this value, 0.5 from this value, you can get the answer. Okay, then the next example. Sorry, minus 0.51. Here 0, here minus 0.51. Let's say now again A, B, C. Now you want to find area B. How to find it? Then you have here minus 0.51. But in this table, you don't have minus 0.51. Then how to find the answer? Just you don't have minus 0.51, but you can read the 0.51 with the answer. If you read, you can find answer for B. Then here also they ask B. Then what you can say about this B? Let's say B1 and this, let's say B0. What you can say about these two areas? These two areas should be equal. Then let's say if I draw the curve like this. A, B, C, D. D mean this section, okay, including this one. Yes, then you have to find value for A, probability. Value for B.
Sorry, කකුල ගන්න. කකුල ගන්න.
Value of C. Value of B. Yes. Please mute your microphone. What's the probability related to area A, B?
අපි ලෙඩිස් කොලෙජ් ගමනක් යනවා. ට්‍රිප් එකක්. ෆැෂන් බෑග්ුයි එතනින් ගියා ලන්ච් ගන්නයි යනවා.
Yes, please mute your microphone. Okay. Okay, then how to find probability related to A, B, C, and D? Yes. If you read 1, you have answer this. That means A plus B plus C is equal 0.8413. Is it clear? This way. That means this area. Then how to find BC? No, let's see how to find C. This part. Then you know this area is AB. A plus B. What is the probability A plus B? 0.5. Then you can find C. Then the C is equal 0.8413 minus 0.5. C. Then you know C is equal to B. Then you can find B. And also you can find D. D is 1 minus 8413. Then you know D is equal to A. Then you can find A, B, C, D. Did you get the point? Okay, then shall we move to our PowerPoint? Okay, cumulative standardized normal table in the textbooks. Do the probability less than Z. I explained this part. Okay, please read this example and try to find the answer. Read this example and try to find the answer. then please check the chat box. Then I put the PowerPoint presentation in the chat box. Same thing is in LMS also. Yes. Then here we have a question. X represent the time it takes in seconds to download an image file from the internet. Suppose X is normal with a mean of 18 seconds and the standard deviation of 5. Find the probability X is less than 18.6. That means you want to find this area. Then the method is you have to convert this value into Z. Then you will have to find Z value here. Then how to find Z? Z is equal X minus population mean divided by this. Then the Z value is equal 0.12. Then read the Z table for 0.12. Then you can find the probability related to this area. Read the Z table and check whether you can get the same answer. The answer is 0.5478. 0.5478. Did you got the point? Question is the variable X represent time it takes to download an file from internet. Then if I ask to download the PowerPoint presentation, I upload into chat box. Okay. Then you can count the time takes it to download. It depends on your internet connection or maybe device. Some can download it within, let's say, 5 seconds. Some may download it within, let's say, 10 seconds, like this. Let's say average is 80. Average is 80. Then the probability that you can download it time taking less than 18.6 is 0.5478. 0.5478. 0.5478. In the next example, X is normal with 18 and standard deviation 5. What is the probability X is greater than 18.6? X is greater than 18.6, this area. Then we know area under this curve is 1. Then we already found probability of less than 0.12. Then you can subtract it from 1. Then the answer is 0.452. Then the next one. What is the probability that x is 18 to 18.6, this area? Then you can find P is at less than 0.1 mean this part. Let's say A and B. B is this one. Then you subtract less than 0.5. That means this area. Then you can get the answer. Then x is normal with mean 18 and standard deviation 5. Find the probability 17.4 to 18. That means this area. Then you convert this into Z. Then you have to, if you read 0, it is 5%. Then you will have to subtract this value. Then how can you find this value? Then 18.6. Here minus 0.12, here 0.12. Then you can find this area. Let's say A, B. Then you can find area A, then subtract, then you can give the answer. Is it clear? Hello, did you got the point? Okay, then I'm going. If you have any questions up to this point, you can raise. Okay, if you then next topic is empirical rule. I will discuss in the next week. Then we can finish this part in the next week. And if you don't have any question, I'm going to wind up the session.